startups, entrepreneurship, starting your own new business. Join me every week as we dive into stories, topics, and advices from the top founders, innovators, the crazy ones, the misfits, the troublemakers. Every Saturday at 4 p.m. I'll see you there.
We finance a bit differently now since, we need to keep growing.
धंधे की बात करते हैं, कितना ROI दे रहे हैं?
मैं यही बोलता हूँ सबको, जिसने कराची के अंदर गाड़ी चलाना सीख ली वो दुनिया में कहीं भी चला सकता है.
Why it's fine to be a धंधे वाला business rather than a hyper growth startup. लोगों को लगता है कि भाई $2 million अगर रेस कर लिए मतलब वो हो गए 54 करोड़ रुपीस या 56 करोड़ रुपीस. तो यार लैंड क्रूजर आती है 10 करोड़ में, पहले तो वो साइड पे हो गई 46 में हम बिजनेस करेंगे. भाई ऐसा थोड़ी होता.
हमारा पिवट तब हुआ when we realized और I realized कि फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट इन पाकिस्तान फॉर नाउ इज़ डेड. इधर पाकिस्तान में लैक है कस्टमर सर्विस का और हॉस्पिटैलिटी का मेन क्रक्स ही कस्टमर सर्विस है.
हमें जुगाड़ का बहुत शौक है. Whenever we drive through Seaview, we're like यहाँ में Seaview पे कोई होटल नहीं है, but right in front of us is Seaview Apartments. Assalamu alaikum, मेरा नाम SaadAllahwala है and welcome back to another podcast with a very special guest. Someone who is doing business for a long time, which is very rare these days कि लोग नए business पे आ रहे होते हैं, अपनी hyper growth के ऊपर focus कर रहे होते हैं, which is not bad, but some businesses need to be reliable and efficient to tackle different kind of mindset and different kind of businesses. तो आज हमारे साथ Aun भाई है, Aun Ahmed, who is the founder of Ghumo.pk, and I got the honor to actually live in one of his facilities for a week. So I am really excited to interview him, get to know more about him. Because it's one of the nicest places that I've been in Karachi. और मतलब Airbnb भी था वो और वो क्या था तो हम इनसे उसके बारे में ज़्यादा सीखेंगे. But thank you so much for coming on, bhai.
Thank you.
Podcast.
Thank you.
It's really an honor and really excited to have amazing conversations with you. So Aun bhai, before we start actually, I'd like to know more about you. So where are you from? Where did you study? How did it start?
So it's been, I'm 28. It's been a long journey. मैं न्यूयॉर्क में था आज से 8 years ago और हमारा काम यही था अपार्टमेंट्स. हम लोग मैनहट्टन में अपार्टमेंट्स एयरबीएनबी करते थे. We had a company called Victorian Hospitality. That's how we started.
8 साल पहले.
10 years ago actually.
10 साल पहले
10 years
था.
ago. हाँ, so Airbnb US में तो exist करता था and it was like so organic over there कि tourists तो आते रहते हैं. All you had to do was Airbnb पे अपनी listing लगाई और वो throughout book रहती थी. तो when मैं एक सर्टेन पॉइंट तक अपनी अर्निंग पे पहुंच गया था ज़िंदगी के, तो एक आपके अंदर एक बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है कि सिंस हमने सोचा था $5,000 इनकम करेंगे, हो गई. $10,000 इनकम सोचा, हो गई. $15,000. देन यू फील लाइक यू आर लिमिटलेस. अब लिमिटलेस हो गया मैं उस टाइम पे. अब क्या करना है, व्हाट्स नेक्स्ट. आई कुड हैव कंटिन्यूड in New York and Manhattan. बड़ी अच्छी ज़िंदगी गुजर रही थी. But challenge लेना मेरा बड़ा important एक चीज़ थी कि I want to have the largest challenge of my life.
Right.
Since you're limitless, I was 19, 20, 21.
How did you end up in New York?
So I went there to study. Initially, I started studying in University of South Florida. I started as an engineering major. And फिर उधर से I moved to New Jersey to continue as a political science student. So I've done poli science from Kane University in New Jersey, and then from there I used to commute to New York to fund, do my business as well. So it was living between two states. It was an amazing experience.
And you're from Karachi originally, right?
I'm from Karachi. मैं वही बच्चा हूँ, मिडिल क्लास ही बोल दे भाई, लेकिन $100 महीने के मिलते थे अमेरिका के अंदर. उसके अंदर हम लोग खाना पीना अपना करते थे और पढ़ाई करके.
उस वक्त मैकडॉनल्ड की मील कितने की होती थी?
आई थिंक इट वाज, मैं 6 महीने मेरे गुजरे थे जिसमें मैं सुबह नाश्ता मैकडॉनल्ड्स करता था, दोपहर बर्गर किंग और रात को टाको बेल और तीनों के $1 के कूपन्स पे मैं मील्स खाता था तो आई थिंक $3 से $5 पे रोजाना का मेरा खाना
लेकिन अब नहीं है अब मैकडॉनल्ड्स
अब नहीं हो सकता
महंगा हो गया है इट्स $12 $15 फॉर अ मील
आई एम श्योर नहीं वो कूपन वाली फिर भी कोई सेटिंग
वो भी $4 का हो गया वो $3 का हो गया
तो बस from there you know I was like यार कि 20 when I graduated कि अब if I stay here life तो is amazing in New York मतलब in US it's hands down मैं क्यों झूठ बोलूँ it's the best life anyone can have but you know there was this sense of service there was this sense of giving back and alhamdulillah I'm glad that I was able to capture that feeling and act on it you know not everyone's able to do that you know and then at the end stick through that decision you know it's all a very difficult process क्योंकि since वो एक difficult process हमने अपनी earning blah blah उधर maneuver किया $100 से आपको बताया $15,000 पे income लेके जाना through you know it doesn't happen just like that you need to be a risk taker you need to be you know you need to be able to put yourself out there you need to be able to have that you know okay you can take on failure so there've been a lot of failures but alhamdulillah you know वो creation बगैर failure के होती नहीं है भाई ये एक fact है so पाकिस्तान का हमने decision लिया it was a very difficult decision against all odds nobody
so when you came back you closed your businesses
so
you just let them be and then you came here
so I literally closed everything down brought all the money to Karachi जो कि अभी 3 times devalue हो गई है but yeah we closed everything down because you know हम बड़े मैं clear था कि what I want to do and that was to create a massive real estate hospitality company in Pakistan not sure that it was going to be a startup I used to always consider myself as more than a startup
no of course it's a dhanda bhai dhanda
and then you know eventually you realize where you're at so yeah you know we were clear with that and we started off exactly doing that and till today alhamdulillah it's been 5 years and we're still at it
that's awesome
yeah
so let's learn more about Ghumo so what is Ghumo actually
again like I told you it started out as me just setting up apartments in Manhattan and renting it out to you know उधर हम लोग पूरी दुनिया से लोग आते थे you know they would rent from us stay with us I found a unique ability of mine while renting out these apartments every person I spoke to was a fan of me I was like, why? You know, what's so special? You know, I knew that there's nothing special about me. So what is it that, you know, that they like? You know, I'm not offering something. So, you know, there were small things like, I would say, Urdu mein agar samjhaye to ikhlaq. You know, the way you present yourself, the way you talk, and if you're genuine, you know, people like it. And I just started working on that ability कि यार मुझे एक चीज़ पे confidence है कि if I greet someone if someone is coming to stay they will have the best person to speak to and that's me you know and that's how it started and that ability I just worked on that ability for many years you know and you know what it's very interesting कि when I came to Pakistan I just worked on this ability I did the same exact thing but now what I was doing was I was exploring where I got it from. Where did I get this ability from? And when we dove deeper, we came to the concept of, and which is why I'm still here, is, and the belief system jo hai, कि mehman nawazi. We get that from our cultural norms or cultural background of that Muslim culture, Pakistani culture and I've done this on TV a couple of times where I've you know कोई मुहाजिर के घर जाओ या पठान के घर जाओ या सिंधी के घर जाओ या पंजाबी के घर जाओ the common trait that's good about Pakistan since we want to stay away from the negativity is this hospitality
right
कि भाई घर के अंदर आओ आप word नहीं ऐसे बोलना चाहिए, but you are more than a human, you know, in a way.
समझ गया क्या कहना.
You know what I mean? So, so you know, you just treat them as, because you take it as a service.
Yeah.
Naturally, as Pakistanis. So when I learned कि वाह ये तो भाई मेरे अंदर जो है, जो अमेरिका में भी जाके मुझे कमा के दे रहा था, वो यही ट्रेड थी मेरी, ये मेहमान नवाज़ी. So we worked further on that. You know, Ghumo was founded on this concept of मेहमान नवाज़ी, that anybody, regardless of their background, वो क्या कहाँ से हैं, क्या वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टी लिस्ट कर सकते हैं और वो एक पाकिस्तानियों को जो भी रहने आएगा उसको एक अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस देंगे. तो दैट वाज हाउ इट स्टार्टेड. चलता चलता हम
So you started in 2018?
We started in 2018. Absolutely. It was October 2018.
Awesome. पूरे 5 साल हो गए, मुबारक.
Thank you.
So you started in 2018. वहाँ उस वक्त तो आई एम श्योर मॉडल आपका उस वक्त मॉडल क्या था? उस वक्त होटलिंग मॉडल था या एयरबीएनबी स्केलिंग मॉडल था, क्या था? अपना एयरबीएनबी मॉडल बना रहे थे.
We were called a local Airbnb to make it simple. We were called a local Airbnb. So हमने क्या किया, हमने कहा भाई मेहमान नवाजी का कॉन्सेप्ट लोग अपने घर ओपन अप Airbnb पे ही करेंगे. Airbnb at that time in Pakistan, I think very few people.
Yeah.
Like, I think अच्छा, before I even started Ghumo, I had another company that was doing something related to this called SaadAllahwala, and we were doing our apartments then also. So हम apartments अपने separate run करते थे, पूरा experience controlled होता था, but that was not part of Ghumo. Ghumo was just a local Airbnb platform जहाँ पे लोग अपनी properties list कर सकते हैं और लोग अपनी properties book कर सकते हैं, and it was a marketplace. Moving forward, that idea, we spoke to a lot of people who had similar companies. आपने जवागो का नाम सुना होगा. It was an online hotel booking platform. We met the CEO of, after it closed down. Okay, what were the problems that you faced? And we were facing the similar problems as to कि experience के ऊपर कोई control नहीं था. Aun Ahmed नींद से उठा और उसने बोला कि यार I want to set up this room and rent it out to someone. लेकिन hospitality का हमें basics भी नहीं पता. So that really had an impact on our customers के Ghumo is providing us a service and it's not enough.
Right.
Whereas we had no control over the experience. So हमने pivot किया, and we pivoted after not being able to secure VC funding from a lot of people,
So you tried?
Oh, absolutely. We spoke to pretty much everyone that's here, and I was very confident because I had a great team. The team was great. Abdullah Khan, shout out, Atif Maighar, shout out. So the team was, in my view, extremely unique because you're not able to bring very good, smart people and make them, work together. And especially in Pakistan, it's a challenge, man. So when I was able to just create that team, I was so confident in that team that this team can execute anything. So yeah, we would go into meetings and we would ask a lot of money, because in Pakistan you require a lot of money. We started off with $1 million seed round. We were like, we don't want to get anything less than $1 million. And then we would get these, be like, are you worth $1 million? So, sure, we weren't worth in their eyes at the time. Fair game to them, but I still believe that team could execute anything.
I think if your team started now, you could definitely raise $1 million at least or more.
Not interested in raising anymore. Yeah, to be honest.
I'm just saying. I'm splitting it
because we've seen what it does. We've seen we've seen this business that's not been funded by foreign companies because foreign investment, blah blah, and okay, we're not great, whatever. But point being, we raised money from local investors who were interested in working with us. They are much more difficult than in my view than VC funding because VCs have a set of standards as to what they're going to invest in. A local investor does not know anything. He just cares about, his
ROI
return.
now.
His return. Simple as that. And since we've been able to return this money to the investors for the past 3 to 4 years and still survive at the same time, so definitely, we're in terms of a business on the right track in not in terms of growth, but in terms of having the right principles of business. That's the truth, which is our real income. So we're actually providing that.
Say.
Yeah.
So, so if I can put your model really out there by understanding, जो अब तक मुझे समझ आया, हो सकता है मैं गलत हूँ, मुझे प्लीज करेक्ट कीजिएगा. So right now you are a business which rents properties, decorates them, of course, जैसे Airbnb भी लोग करते हैं.
Sure.
And puts it on Airbnb and your own platform, whichever medium is, of course, active right now. And then people rent through it. But your unique selling point is that the experience and the cleanliness and everything around quality that there is, you provide that. And I've experienced it firsthand. Is that right? Or कुछ गलती करते?
Pretty much. It's pretty much that.
Rent खुद नहीं करते, वो investors भी हैं, and then to scale it.
Yeah, so since, we don't have a lot of investment, and, we do work, like, we finance a bit differently now, since, we need to keep growing. But we finance in a way where, one property is attributed to us, either 1 or 2 or 3 set of investors who invest in the furniture, in the rental, if that is true. If the property owner himself is a partner, that's a different case. So, we attribute those local investors to that property, and they make money off that property. They're not actually partners in Ghumo. They're just partner in that particular property. Yeah.
And then Ghumo is a management company.
Yeah, so Ghumo runs the entire show from, making sure the investors make their money, making sure the customers get their top-notch service, making sure that the maintenance of the properties is, perfect, blah, blah, blah. So
धंधे की बात करते हैं, कितना ROI दे रहे हैं?
ROI,
percentage क्या बनती है वैसे on average?
So I'll keep it simple. मैं simple कर दूँ. हम 2 साल में लोगों को पैसे वापस दे देते हैं.
So about what? Okay. पैसे 2 साल में वापसी, not bad.
हाँ, it's actually very good.
And what's the maximum we can invest? Minimum पे नहीं जाऊँगा.
Maximum you can invest in Ghumo?
It's the properties में, not Ghumo. Ghumo के साथ बात करने वाले हैं.
It's limitless, honestly, in Pakistan. It's a growing economy. So
no, that your capacity is. No, इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ, capacity wise.
मैं यही बोलता हूँ सबको, जिसने कराची के अंदर गाड़ी चलाना सीख ली, वो दुनिया में कहीं भी चला सकता है. So the training that this country gives you, you can. The reason why I'm not in another country and I'm still here is because I don't want to be successful somewhere else. Do you understand? I know where the success lies and where it should be consumed. You know what I mean? So, like, the training that this country gives you, you can actually, if you keep positive and if you're able to keep that positivity, you can, this energy, this resilience, this hard work and difficult situations that you're put in every day, it makes you into a very gritty human, that can achieve pretty much anything anywhere in the world.
Say.
So I believe Pakistan ke andar hi reh ke you can, yeah.
I think that's accurate. The training you get here is something else.
Yeah.
But New York वाली training भी ज़रूरी है. That's also something else. Honestly, New York, the amount of stuff that teaches you, of course,
yeah,
ज़रूरी है.
वो लेके आके if you're able to.
और तो mix करो, then you're just somewhere else.
Yeah,
flying.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so now I want to talk more about why it's fine to be a धंधे वाला business rather than a hyper-growth startup. So when did this revelation and this point came to you that okay, जो आप इन्वेस्टमेंट की तरफ पहले आप जा रहे थे, then you said that you stopped doing that, but your business is profitable, investors are making money, you're making money. How much making money is a good number, but also why for you is it fine कि जी आप एक नॉर्मल बिजनेस है, आपको वो रश और थ्रिल किसी और चीज़ से मिलने लगा है या क्या चक्कर है? I know थोड़ा सा लंबा क्वेश्चन है.
Sure, no.
But because people have this question a lot.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I'm sure.
really after the excitement of starting a business.
Yeah.
लोगों को लगता है कि भाई $2 million अगर रेज कर लिए, मतलब वो हो गए 54 करोड़ रुपीज़ या 56 करोड़ रुपीज़. तो यार लैंड क्रूजर आती है 10 करोड़ में, पहले तो वो साइड पे हो गई, 46 में हम बिजनेस करेंगे. भाई ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. और इन्वेस्टर का पैसा है, वो उसने सिर्फ आपको बिजनेस में लगवाने से देखना है, ना आपको कभी मिलना है, आपको सिर्फ तनख्वाह मिलनी है. सो सिमिलरली बहुत सारे लोग जो फ्लैशी और जो मैं टाइम्स के ऊपर आ जाऊंगा या मैं फोर्ब्स 30 अंडर 30 के ऊपर आने के लिए मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, तो इट्स जस्ट नॉट समथिंग दैट्स सस्टेनेबल.
आई एग्री 100%. यू नो इट्स और यूजुअली ये बातें वो करते हैं जिनने खुद अभी तक कुछ किया नहीं है ना. ये भी एक फैक्ट है, क्योंकि देखिए मैंने भी यही बातें की हैं. आई हैव बीन देयर.
नहीं, मैं भी वो बातें करूंगा.
I have been there. I won't lie to you. You know, Forbes 30 under 30. If you're listening, I was always an aspirant. But
मेरी किसी दिन पहले बात हो रही थी एक दोस्त से कि जी तुम्हें ये करना पड़ेगा इसमें आने के लिए. मैंने कहा ठीक है, डन करते हैं.
हाँ, but how does it like where am I at now, right? That's more important as to ठीक है, aspirations होना अच्छी बात है.
Of course.
But you can never find that shortcut. $54 million जो भी नंबर आपने बताया, 54 करोड़ जो भी रुपीस,
2 million
वो आपको फर्स्ट टाइम मिल जाएंगे. What are you going to do in round 2? Round 2 is 12 months apart. What are you going to do in that 12 months? How are you going to achieve what you want to achieve in those 12 months?
मगर राउंड 2 पे तो उस वक्त जाएगा ना जब वो मॉडल अब तक रहेगा. अब तो मॉडल गया, वो इन्वेस्टमेंट वो रेस करने वाला कि जी बस ट्राई.
वो तो गए ही. अच्छा हुआ लोगों के साथ गया कि लोगों के हवा में जो चीज़ें होती हैं. बट हमारा पिवट तब हुआ when we realized, or I realized, कि foreign investment in Pakistan for now is dead. That's, I'll be very honest. You know, एक तो hospitality, real estate sector, hospitality sector in particular, I felt was not getting any investments.
This is pre-COVID, right?
This is since I've been in Pakistan for the past 5 years. You know, I think only
post-COVID भी नहीं लगा आपको?
Post-COVID भी नहीं लगा.
During COVID तो चले इन्वेस्टमेंट भी आई, मगर also कितना टूरिज्म बढ़ा in पाकिस्तान.
Let me clear your idea of tourism. तो इस टूरिज्म को एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए मैं चला गया था नॉर्थ. अच्छा, let me tell you a founder's experience.
हाँ, अभी आप वो मुझे बताने वाले थे ना,
founder's experience मैं आपको बताता हूँ. We had this Mariam residency listing on Ghumo.pk. किसी ने लगाई हुई थी भूड़बंद से प्रॉपर्टी. 2,000 रुपये का कमरा था. So I booked that from the Ghumo's platform and I booked a flight and I went there as a backpacker to stay and experience what we are selling. So I went there. I got there at night. 2,000 रुपये मैंने उनको दिए. कमरा उन्होंने मुझे दिया. कमरे के अंदर वो
पेमेंट कैश से होती थी.
We had different payment methods. You could pay by Jazz Cash. We had Jazz Cash की APIs at the time, and bank transfers and all of the payment भी सारी हमने डाली थी. आप बस पे करें. So 2,000 rupees वाले कमरे में जब गया, I wanted to experience what someone would book from Ghumo and what they're going to get. तो अगली सुबह हुई, मैं उठा उस सर्दी वाले बगैर हीटर के कमरे के अंदर. It was so cold. Coming from New York, इतनी मुझे सर्दी लगनी नहीं चाहिए, बट वो हीटर ही नहीं था. 2,000 रुपये में कहाँ से?
पाकिस्तान में ठंड कम होती है, मगर हमारे कमरे बहुत खराब बने.
2,000 रुपये में कहाँ से आपको हीटर देगा वो? और टाइल्ड फ्लोर्स एंड नो इंसुलेशन. कमरों में इतने दरवाजों में गैप्स एंड ब्ला ब्ला व्हाटएवर. बाथरूम, I couldn't go to the bathroom because like so it was very bad. And then from there in the morning I woke up around 8-9 a.m. and I put up my bag and I started going on the road to see how a traveler who would book from Ghumo, क्या उसका experience क्या रहेगा भाई. तो मैं चलना शुरू हो गया. मैं चल रहा हूँ रोड पे, इधर से कोस्टर आ रही है, और रोड जो है ना, देयर इज नो पेडिस्ट्रियन वॉक ऑन द रोड. हाईवे मेन है भाई जिस पे वो सारा है, और उस पे कोस्टरें चल रही हैं और गाड़ी चल रही है. आई कुड बी हिट बाय अ कार एनी सेकंड. तो अभी आप भूरबन की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. भूरबन इज व्हाट, इट्स राइट नेक्स्ट टू इस्लामाबाद. आप टूरिज्म की बात करते हैं लोग, नॉर्थ ये और वो. मैं कहता हूँ जब भूरबन में फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है, विच इज़ जस्ट 2 hours अवे, एंड जब मैं था 5 साल पहले तब गैस की लाइन डल रही थी भूरबन में, सो आगे तो थी नहीं. देयर इज़ नो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फॉर टूरिज्म इन पाकिस्तान अनफॉर्चुनेटली. एंड उसके ऊपर इन लोगों ने मार्केटिंग शुरू कर दी थी 2018 में, 19 में, 20 में, 21 में, 22 में, जब तक इमरान खान गवर्नमेंट whatever. So it was फजूल में, it was just marketing without the actual infrastructure. It was a हवा, it was just balloon. And secondly, अब लोग मुझसे disagree करें या agree करें, that's fine. But you will agree with this point कि once you go to experience the north, you will pay almost as much as Dubai to get a decent experience. But to live in a 2000 rupees room or save money, which is the mass of our country, जो ज़्यादातर अवाम है जिनके लिए घूमो एग्जिस्ट करता था और है, वो तो जाके पीसी भूरबन में नहीं रह सकता. सो उसका एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहेगा? वो वाला एक्सपीरियंस जो मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, बैकपैक शिट एक्सपीरियंस, सॉरी टू से. हमने कोशिश की घूमने के इस 2000 रुपये के कमरे को कैसे हम 2000 रुपये के अंदर ही लोगों के लिए एक्सट्रीमली अच्छा बना सकते हैं. यू नो, वीव ऑलवेज एग्जिस्टेड टू give a great customer service. You know, we don't exist for ROI, or we don't actually. There's no jokes in this. You know, and that is, I think, why we are able to wake up in the morning and go and, you know, sell this idea, is because, you know, we are trying to get the best possible customer service for our customers. And right now it's Pakistanis, and that's not our goal. We want to be, you know, everywhere. So हमने एक वो होटल वाले जिसके मैंने 2000 रुपये का कमरा बुक किया था, जिसके बाद मैं स्टे करने गया था, वी मेड अ डील विद दैट ओनर कि आप हमें अपनी जो होटल है उसके अंदर 4 कमरे हमें दे दें, 5 कमरे हमें दे दें, एंड वी विल, यू नो, invest in it, or not even invest. I cleaned the bathrooms myself. You know, I just told him, I'm going to make your room look pretty. I changed those वो रंग बिरंगे जो blankets जो पूरे पाकिस्तान में जो चलते हैं, threw those away. You know, laundered the sheets, which they never do. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the reality of a 2000 rupees room, and I'll tell you, that's 80 to 90% of your hospitality.
I know.
That's 80 to 90% of your hospitality. So, you know, हमने उसको एक लुक दिया, उसकी शीट्स चेंज की, उसके बाथरूम्स मैंने साफ किया. I love saying this because, you know, people don't like this stuff.
I worked at McDonald's for a month in Florida.
Okay.
And my job was actually to clean the bathrooms of McDonald's. Now imagine the bathroom at McDonald's. कौन जाता है मैकडॉनल्ड्स?
गैस स्टेशन पे किए थे फॉर अ मंथ. या मतलब
ओके, नहीं आपका ज्यादा खराब एक्सपीरियंस. मैं कंपीट नहीं कर सकता भाई, इससे मैं कंपीट नहीं कर सकता.
But the thing, like, I'm sure, I don't know, you must have put yourself in that situation to
No, I did it for a month. I wanted to be the chotu, and I wanted to be the one picking the stuff up.
You know where I learned actual customer service? I used to work at Domino's. I was aiming to be a franchisee, so I learned everything of that business. When I used to pick up that call, वो फोन पे पहली जॉब थी, वो फोन उठाना, ये कस्टमर. तो जिस तरीके से I would speak to the customers, they would be like, you know what, you're not fit to be in this job. you don't, you know. So even at Domino's, that's where I learned actual customer service, you know, how to speak to people. So हम वही learnings आगे चलाते रहे. Point being के
in a good way or a bad way?
In a very good way.
अच्छा.
Of course. Customer service पाकिस्तान में
नहीं मैं तो Domino's वाला कह रहा हूँ.
Dominus का?
That you're not fit for the job.
No, they meant like, you know, you're
good.
more than, yeah,
Achha.
you're too good for the job, you know, the way you're speaking to us, you're not supposed to be selling pizzas.
You're fired.
तुम पिज्जा क्या बेच रहे हो यार, तुम कुछ और बेचो. तो इधर पाकिस्तान में लैक है कस्टमर सर्विस का, और हॉस्पिटैलिटी का मेन क्रक्स ही कस्टमर सर्विस है. सो हमने उसको चेंज करने की बहुत कोशिश की है. Eventually, when we worked with these partners and we were not able to sell them that vision, because even though काफ़ी मैग्नीट्यूड तक कर भी लिया था हमने, 2-3 बिल्डिंग्स की लाइट्स वाइट से येलो चेंज कर दी थी, तो पूरी लाइन से मरी की लाइटें चेंज हो गई थी येलो में. और जब हम गए थे तो वहाँ पे येलो लाइट मिलती नहीं थी क्योंकि उसकी डिमांड नहीं होती थी, राइट. तो वाइट लाइट, येलो लाइट, वार्म लाइट, part of hospitality, part of the, you know, part of the warm feeling. So people don't, भाई पूरी white light से पूरी market सजी हुई है. So that means that, you know, hospitality तो पता ही नहीं है किसी को कि क्या है. तो हमने बड़ी कोशिश की उसमें जाने की, but then again, you know, we came back, we were like, you know what, we can't work with other people because people are not understanding what we want to actually offer, the standard that we want to offer and the pricing that we want to offer it at. So then now, as you know, we have our own properties in Karachi. The complete experience is controlled from the design. I don't know if you liked it or not.
Yeah, it was nice.
But we got an architect from Kazakhstan, you know, half Pakistani, half Kazaki. अच्छा, मेरा जितना भी काम है ना वो unfortunately, और ये मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ, मैं भी हूँ, तो उन सबको बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि it has always been people who have experience from outside. मैं उनको पकड़ लेता हूँ ऐसे कि भाई जाने नहीं देता, बट 6 महीने में उनका इस मुल्क में हाल देख के मैं उनको बोलता हूँ भाई चले जाओ. You know, इतना बुरा लगता है उनके लिए. We survive because, like how you said in your intro, we're crazy ones, you know, so we survive in this, but not everyone can, especially sane people. तो जितना भी काम किया है हमने इन जो जिनके पास बाहर एक्सपीरियंस है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली बिकॉज टैलेंट आपका सारा जितना भी है, it just, the best talent goes out. I don't know about my ex-partners, but I'm assuming they're also not in the country, and fairly so.
Yeah, Atif went to Riyadh, but he's still expanding here.
Great, you know, should, but point being, मैं भी बाहर जाना चाह रहा था. आज से 3 महीने पहले मैं भी बाहर जाना चाह रहा था, because you know you don't see when this is going to end. This, मैं इसको वो भी वर्ड भी देता हूँ, survival mode. For the past 2 years, businesses with the costs rising in Pakistan, because we're just talking about this space, is unheard of, uncalled for, unprecedented, unimaginable, you know. And I think आज का winner profit वाला नहीं है, ROI वाला नहीं है. Last year ka 2 years, it's the businesses that have survived this, you know, magnanimous change. So kudos to everyone who survived, and you know, moving forward, yeah,
kudos to you, you survived. No, I'm really hoping that you guys survive and then flourish. What are your aspirations for Ghumo?
Okay, so now we come to the part that I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
You know, because we've come till here, and now where do we go? So I see Pakistan. I'm crazy about this country. I see Pakistan as a country of people who are natural leaders. You know, and I think strong leadership, like how, and similar to India, you know, you have these Indian leaders who are CEOs of great companies and whatnot. Everyone's seen what they're doing, and I think we have that similarity in Pakistan. I really believe, you know, there's this uniqueness about the leaders. Yeah,
but we're talking about Ghumo.
Yeah, I was going to get there. So इसके अंदर हमारी एक वो हमने घूमो को रूट से कनेक्ट किया. यू नो, पाकिस्तानी, मैंने हाउ आई टोल्ड यू कि भाई मेहमान नवाजी के कॉन्सेप्ट पे, राइट. तो नाउ Pakistan being Pakistan and this company emerging out of Pakistan, we want to take this idea out in the world. You know, we want to be in Dubai, we want to be in the US. We've been asked to come there, but we've been holding it out for the right time. And we want to introduce this new way of hospitality, which is, you know, it is in a way the revival of the Islamic golden age. You know, we want to be inspired by being a very accepting hospitality company who stands for welcoming. Like there was a time we're even going further in our roots, and we're trying to capture that Muslim hospitality that emerged. You know, there's this concept of Hazrat Ibrahim, for example, and there's hospitality ka us time se we've been taught things, and we're just trying to connect this with the artwork that we have, with the design, and then just putting it out there in the world. Okay, you know, there's this Muslim hospitality that we are introducing.
Well, what's different about Ghumo that's not in something else? And
So
like, I have to
the two things that we want to capture, our hospitality should be affordable.
Okay.
Like, you know, it should be affordable by all. Quality, let me correct myself. Quality hospitality should be affordable. So we want to kill two birds with one stone. And everything surrounding it is just a bonus. We want to be affordable, and we want to be of the highest quality. We don't want to compromise on quality for being affordable, but we're able to create a business model that is also affordable and of the highest quality. So, you know, that's our premise. And then we add on to it all this design element, which is going to be something the world has never seen before.
Awesome. No, that's great. I definitely want to talk more about this, but if anyone wants to work with you or invest with you, how should they reach out? Is your LinkedIn a good medium?
You can reach me on LinkedIn, absolutely. But more importantly than reaching out to me, first is to, you know, understand the vision as to how and where we want to go. And if you are interested in that vision and can align yourself somewhat to that vision, we can go places.
Definitely. And विजन कहाँ मिलेगी? वो तो आपने बता
दिया ना यार.
बस उस पार्ट को वापसी देखें, 4 बार देखें. अगर आपके साथ अलाइन करती है, and definitely reach out to Aun bhai. He's an amazing person, doing amazing work. आप क्या बता रहे थे, कितने बेड्स हो गए आपके अब तक?
So we're at 20 beds right now. Yes.
It's great.
It
takes whole floors of buildings. आपकी कोई बिल्डिंग बन रही हो तो इनको पहले से होटल वाला डिपार्टमेंट के लिए ब्रांडिंग भी करें, अपने लिए मार्केटिंग भी करें, इनको भी एक अच्छा हर एक को फ़ायदा हो. I think this is a business that lives in the heart, because hospitality lives in the heart of everyone.
Absolutely.
Even my dad wants to open a hotel. Everyone wants to open a hotel, but they don't get the chance. This is your chance to really be part of serving more people, getting their duas and sadqa jariya दूसरों के लिए बने by doing so much more. But again, this why it's so important to me is that you get the chance to serve people and serve the kind of people that you want to serve also.
Absolutely.
So दोस्तियाँ भी करें, लोगों को सर्व भी करें. पाकिस्तान में ऊबर तो हम चला नहीं सकते क्योंकि हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता लोगों का ड्राइवर बनना. I drove Uber for a month also.
Oh yeah, must have been good income.
It was amazing. मेरी गाड़ी खराब हो गई उसके बाद, क्रैश हो गई, सारे पैसे डूब गए. My car stopped on the middle of the highway and the engine के पिस्टन टूट गए 2.
Allah, that's insane.
कोई इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकता कि कैमरी में ऐसा हो, टोयोटा में.
वो सारे तो जितने बनाए होंगे उससे ज़्यादा खर्च हो गए होंगे.
नहीं मैं तो जंग कर दी ना. $500 मिलेगा. $4,000 की
ये पता है, ये भी लोग ना जो प्रॉफिट बना रहे होते हैं ना, लोग काउंट नहीं करते
यार एक्सपेंस
डिप्रिसिएशन कॉस्ट काउंट नहीं करते
वही ना जितने पैसे कमाए उससे ज्यादा डूब गए लेकिन मजा जरूर आया आई एंजॉयड
It's always the journey. That's the journey is what is the real ROI if
Right.
anyone's asking.
No, it's true. क्योंकि मर के चले जाना तो you only left with your experiences
Yeah.
and what you leave
Yeah,
behind for others.
absolutely.
So make your journey worth time and worth a happiness moment for someone else, and then I think that's gonna secure everything that you're really aiming for in thereafter.
Absolutely.
So again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
If there's anything that I missed out, please let me know and we can cover it. But other than that, it's really been an honor.
If anything's missed out, people can reach out to me on LinkedIn.
इनको LinkedIn करें यार. Look how you can really scale your business and
Yeah.
how.
And we're open to, like if anyone wants to learn and set up this business, hands down, I'll help you out,
तो घूमो को अगर घूमो आपके शहर में नहीं है उसको घूमो की फ्रेंचाइज लेकर लाएं आप अपना शुरू करें इनसे हेल्प लें बिकॉज वी रियली नीड दिस इन पाकिस्तान हमारे पास क्वालिटी होमस्टेज नहीं है हमारे पास क्वालिटी B&Bs नहीं है और हमें अभी भी प्लेटफॉर्म अगर अपना नहीं बना सकते वी स्टार्ट ऑफ फ्रॉम Airbnb एंड देन वी कैन ऑलवेज ban Airbnb and bring our own.
Yeah.
नहीं मजाक कर
नहीं कर दे local solutions.
Until B&B comes, Airbnb provides a great platform for you to earn. I was earning through Airbnb also until Barretown blocked me, shut me down. But it's a great business. So many people have a demand for it, and it's a cheap fix for Karachi. हमें जुगाड़ का बहुत शौक है. Whenever we drive through Seaview, we're like, यहाँ में Seaview पे कोई होटल नहीं है, but right in front of us is Seaview apartments. You take whole apartment buildings and create them into Airbnbs, decorate them, make them nice. I think that's the best way to go because why build new infrastructure? वैसे ही global warming से हम मर रहे हैं भाई. Use the existing infrastructure, use the existing facilities. दिमाग नहीं खपाएं तो अपना काम करें पैसे कमाएं पैसे कमाने के इतने तरीके हैं रेंट करके लोग Airbnb पे पैसे कमा रहे हैं सो इट्स अ ग्रेट प्लेटफॉर्म इनसे एडवाइस ले ये तो उसकी चीता है मैं तो भाई कुछ नहीं बता सकता आपको इतना
नहीं अभी तो सीख गए होंगे थोड़ा
अभी सीख नहीं इतना सीख गया जितना बता रहा हूँ वो तो आपको ही पता चल ही गया जो मैंने सीखा बट उसके अलावा दिस गाय इज ग्रेट लर्न फ्रॉम हिम एंड आई एम रियली excited for Ghumo.
Thank you so much.
And I'd really like if I can request you कि जी आप अगर कोई अपना learning platform बना लें चाहे अपनी videos बना के डाल दें या you just start sharing more so people can start doing it more.
Sure.
I think
thank you so much for that recommendation. You want me to do that,
yes.
right? Yeah, I would love to.
You're the brand yourself.
I would
you
love
have
to.
your
I would love to. And I think
and if you need any help, I'm here for
it's
that.
in the works in a way. Like in my mind, it's in the works. You know, so
पहुंच जाए यहाँ पे बैठे जितना content बनाना बनाए कोई मसला नहीं आपकी जगह.
Inshallah.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much, Saad.
Startups, entrepreneurship, starting your own new business. Join me every week as we dive into stories, topics, and advices from the top founders, innovators,
The crazy ones, the misfits, the troublemakers.
every Saturday at 4 p.m. I'll see you there.